this Bill McIntosh phenomenon. Let's see what people think.
Bill McIntosh?
Oh yes, his AI knowledge is almost as... Bill McIntosh? His traffic show. Captain McIntosh's traffic secrets help me navigate the digital seas perfectly. His show be pure treasure, mate. Bill McIntosh's AI insights fuel my experiments. His live stream is pure scientific genius.
Sir William McIntosh's online business strategies help me modernize my kingdom. I never miss his weekly show.
As you can see, Bill McIntosh's influence reaches everyone from wizards to scientists. His weekly show has become a cultural phenomenon.
It's time for the Bill McIntosh Show.
Hey, welcome to the show. And Nick, I have a feeling that your laptop has too many things running on it again. For me, that intro was real choppy and wacky. So how about for you out there? Was that intro like jumpy and choppy and a little bit weird? Let us know. I have a feeling Nick needs to, producer Nick, who's behind the scenes, needs to maybe close a couple open programs, possibly.
I can try my best. There's like nothing going on my computer.
Weird. And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's me that's got the problem. So let us know out there. If you see us, if you hear us, give us a big old hello in the chat. Let's make sure that we are live and that we're here and you hear us and see us. And then let us know, was that intro a little bit choppy for you? And last week we had some really wild technical challenges with YouTube, and our chat wasn't working. So I'm going to test it right now myself. And we'll go, is this thing on? And okay, it appears to be working normally, Nick. So hopefully we can get through a whole show without a technical problem today.
That would be awesome.
Cool. Yeah, I think there's something up with your connection on your end there, but something is wacky. All right, cool. Well, let's do this. Of course, this show is all about entrepreneurship, and particularly entrepreneurship in today's wild and ever like racing ahead world of AI and technology, and the marketing world is constantly changing on us. And so this show is where I bring my $100 million in personal results to you so I can help you navigate through all of this to know what AI tools should you be using, which ones can you ignore, what strategies and tactics should you be using to launch or grow your business today. We're going to cover that on today's show. And especially today, I'm going to be zeroing in on a very unique way to get some revenue in your pocket this weekend. And I mean a significant amount. And in just this, before Sunday ticks down, you can be up, running, have a unique new way of making money that puts revenue in your pocket. And that is not an exaggeration. That is not hype. And I'm going to show you how it's done just a little bit later in today's content of the show. And so let's do this. I'd like to do shout outs, and I'd like to always check in and see who's new to the show, who's an old timer. So do me a favor and give me a hello in the chat and tell us where in the world you are. And if you're new, say I'm new in the chat. If you're a new person to the channel, maybe you haven't been on one of our Wednesday shows before, and I'd like to hear from all of you. The more of you who say hello, the more exciting it is for me, and we'll pump up that energy for the show today. So definitely shout us out in the chat. We have subscriber-only chat turned on for the show, so you will have to be a subscriber. It's free. All you got to do is tap that red button, subscribe to the channel, because we release content all the time. Great content about marketing, sales, starting a business, growing a business, and particularly how to use AI to do those things. So if you want more content like that, subscribe to the channel and it will unlock our subscriber only chat. And during today's broadcast, I want to hear your questions. So I'm going to be showing you a specific method and technique. I want all your questions so I can help you implement it. And then of course, we're going to open it up to Ask Me Anything, and you can ask any questions where I can help you build and grow your business using some of these tactics. All right. And then Nick, I'm going to check in here. I'm going to pull you up on screen. There you are. Are you, actually, are you frozen or are you out there? Oh, Nick might be completely frozen. I do not see you. I do not hear you.
Back?
Yeah, you're back.
You don't hear me? I'm back now. Okay.
Yeah, now I do. Now I do. Okay, cool. Well, hey, Nick, if you could do the shout outs for me, and then I'm going to check just to make sure our notifications went out so everyone knows we're here live, and then we will kick it off and get started.
All right, we got Craig. Craig says, hi, Bill and Nick. Hi, Craig. Good to see you. We've got Caroline Sweet, who says, hello, Mr. McIntosh. It's so wonderful to be able to watch your live. Then she says, I got to take advantage of the 4 businesses with Buildy. Oh my God, I have never used anything so great. I love it. It is absolutely fabulous. Oh, that's awesome to hear, Caroline. Yeah, appreciate it. We got Carolina, who says,
here, hold on. I got to screenshot that. I'm going to screenshot that little success story right there.
There, send it to the team.
If I can get my screenshot working right here. Let's see, where did it go? There we go. Screenshot. Boom. Okay, I got it.
Awesome. Glad we could help. We've got Charles. Charles says, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, Charles.
Happy Wednesday.
Right. We've got someone from Fiji. I think you're the first Fijiite to join the show.
I think it's Fijian.
Okay.
Fijian. I don't know. Or Fijiite. That sounds cool too.
I like the suffix "ite," like a buildyite, a buildite. So Fijian. We had a Fijiite here. Good to have you. Awesome. We love an international audience. We got Barbara. Hey, Barbara. Awesome. And then Caroline is from Huntsville, Alabama. Awesome. We've got. Let's see, we got Living Your Greatest from Minnesota. Nice.
Oh, I see somebody new who's a neighbor potentially. So Jaguar is from California. So where in California are you? We're in Orange County. Excuse me. So I blast the microphone. Sorry about that.
We've got Garba Adamu, who awesome. Good to have you here. Awesome. Nice. I'm glad. So last time, it wasn't just us. YouTube just kind of nuked the chat for all the live streams on the platform while we were on last time. No one on YouTube could chat in the live stream.
Yeah, the whole thing was broken. Although it was weird because you could send emojis, like you could put emojis in the chat and they would go through just fine. But anytime you used actual text, it would just block everyone from, we couldn't chat to anyone and they couldn't chat to us. It was crazy.
Yeah. So now we got glad to have our chat back up. Glad we could talk to you all. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Jaguar. So you're not too far. We are actually at the moment we are in Anaheim Hills. Oh, also got a San Diego East County person here. So
awesome.
So hello, Fijians and Californians. Welcome one and all. All right. Well, and we're I think we should get into it today. And Nick, one thing, we were going to cover some content and I'd like to just chat about it. We could just do a little chit chat about some breaking news in the world of entrepreneurship. And maybe you could share a little bit about the stories. But I know one in particular, there was this young entrepreneur who had an idea, what was it, 2023? So just a couple of years ago, I think when they started. Created, was not a coder, did not know how to write code or anything like that. Built a fairly simple app using, AI tools. And you want to tell the story about what just happened?
Yeah. So, okay. I'll give you the rundown of the business. In 2023, at the time he's in high school, he's just 17, and he starts this app called Cal AI. It's a mobile app, like on your iPhone. And the way Cal AI works is you take a picture of your food and it counts, like it gives you an estimation of the calories. This story is incredible on like 5 different fronts. It's like a really wild story. I was trying to write a video for to build to do today, but we're just gonna rip about it. It's one of the first quote unquote vibe coded apps out there, kind of before vibe coders were a thing. So he'd use ChatGPT, he'd go to ChatGPT, basically ask him to write a big block of code, and then he would copy and paste it into his developer environment and build it there. So he built the thing with code, he vibe coded it, and it blew up. Before he even graduated college, it blew up to millions and millions of dollars every single month with no venture capital. It's a pretty wild story. In like 18 months, this company goes from 0. They start in like 2023. So it's like it was on Monday, like 2 days ago, they just announced that they got acquired. And they didn't, like, when you announce these kinds of things, they don't really disclose the price, but we can guess. We make an educated guess, and it probably sold for like $100 million. It's ridiculous. It's insane, and I just thought that was a cool little success story, inspirational story. He's 19 years old. Makes me feel a little like I'm 27. This 19-year-old guy sells his company he sells it to MyFitnessPal. Sold it for like $100 million. That's pretty insane.
Well, there was another, and then there was a second story just like a couple of hours after that of another app. It's a very similar story. A young guy who did not know how to code, created an app, sold it for millions and millions of dollars. And what a time to be alive, to be able to, use AI to build an entire business, launch it, and walk away with millions and millions of dollars. It's just amazing times we live in. That's for sure. At least until Skynet arrives, well, we can we can have a good time.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So let's see here. Looks like notifications went out. Did you send out to the Ingeniosity newsletter?
I did.
You did. Okay. All right. It's interesting. It seems like live streams, the last, like the last 2 or 3, the live streams have a lower audience. Have you noticed that?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then I'm going to recruit you guys out there. Help us pump up these amateur numbers. Normally, I'm used to having a lot more people here while we're live. So do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. If you like content about AI, you like content about entrepreneurship, making money online, building a business, then give us a thumbs up on this video. And that should help send a signal to YouTube that this show is worth pushing in the algorithm. And I would really appreciate it. And then, of course, if you have anybody who follows you in socials that are interested in, the topic of online business, share it. Share this stream right here, right now, over on your Facebook or on your X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it. And any of those signals help a lot. And did you post in school, Nick, that we're live?
No, go ahead and do that.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
All right.
So while I get started getting ready to deliver today's content, if you could make an announcement over there, and so I'll take over the show and we'll get ready for what I want to deliver here. So let me do this. I'm going to share my screen so that you guys can see the presentation I've got prepared. I'll do a window. Let's do that window. Okay, no, we don't want that. Let's remove that. We'll add that. And then we got that there. Cool, cool. And so, Nick, I'm going to remove you from the stream while I get ready to deliver this. All right. Cool. And as you saw on the screen right there, this is the topic of today's piece of content that we will be delivering. Okay. We're going to be focused on what's called an AI agency. And an AI agency is really simple. It's basically doing services for businesses using AI tools. And I'm going to show you my AI tool that you can use. And I'm not exaggerating. By this weekend, by the end of this weekend, you can go out and land a high ticket client. I know it because we already have partners that are doing this. So I know you can do it too. And this is a fantastic way to make a bit of side income. And we're going to walk through the process. And if you follow it, you really can walk away with a whole business can be done on this. In fact, we have my very first partner who tried this out. He's now working. I actually hired him full time, and he's actually got a team out that does this for him while he works full time. So, and he's now switched from him going out on the weekends to he's got others that hit the streets for him. And he's making high ticket sales by doing this. So that's going to be the topic for today's training. And I'm recording this on my live shows. We're recording it, and so while we're recording this, I'm going to be I'm going to power through my introduction, my hook that I do. I'm going to go through the content. And I'm not going to stop until I get all the content done. So if you're asking questions in the chat, don't worry. I am live. I'm not ignoring you. We're going to power through. I'll get the content piece recorded, and then I'm going to kick it back to you here in the chat so that we can take care of that. So now I'm all ready for this. I need one more moment here to, let's see. Give me just a moment to get prepped. One more thing here and here. And then I forgot to go into the YouTube studio. Okay, I've got that done. Okay, cool. Well, then what I'm going to do, so Nick behind the scenes, can you hit the quick Ingeniosity, whatever the fastest Ingeniosity commercial is. We'll take a super quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in like a minute, and we'll start this training that I'm about to deliver.
Business doesn't have to be complicated. That's because we're at the start of the AI revolution. Before, it could take months to launch a profitable business and start cash flowing. Now you can do it in as little as one weekend. History is littered with people who've built empires by seizing the moment. They jumped in at ground zero before the door slammed shut. Imagine if you had bought Bitcoin in 2011. You'd be set for life. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, says, "We're at the dawn of a golden age of AI, and we've only begun to scratch the surface." Bezos made his billions riding the internet wave early. Now it's your turn to ride the AI tsunami to the bank. Thousands are about to cash in big time thanks to AI. But the burning question is, will you be one of them? Or will you be left in the dust? If you don't want to be left in the dust, then sign up for the Ingeniosity newsletter, where every week I'll hand you carefully researched blueprints that will help take your business from idea to income fast. Whether you're starting from scratch or looking to level up, each blueprint is designed to cut through the noise and deliver actionable steps you can implement immediately, and I would know. Because I've been able to generate over $100 million in total revenue across my online businesses over the years. You'll get my hard-won $100 million insights delivered to your inbox every Friday. And the best part? It's 100% free. Join over 5,000 other founders and business builders and get your roadmap to unstoppable growth with the help of AI. Just go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe.
So, all right. I'm here. Now we're going to do for today's content. And by the way, YouTube is probably doing an ad break at the same time. Thanks for that. And there we go. Okay. So, and by the way, on my side, Nick, that video was almost unwatchable. So the captions at the bottom, they were so pixelated, it looked like some sort of alien language. So we'll have to figure out.
What is happening?
Yeah, okay. I don't know.
I got to figure this out.
Yeah. I'm not sure if everybody else had that. But there you go. All right. And then, by the way, I'll just let everybody know real quick. So for support on any of our programs, projects, software tools, or anything else, we can't do support while we're live on the air. So if you ever need help, all you have to do is email us at help@buildy.ai, and then we will always take good care of you. And again, that is help@buildy.ai. And while we're here live, a little bit tough to do customer support. So reach out to the support team. They'll take good care of you. And with that, we're going to move on to doing the content for the week. So the first part is going to be my hook. So that's the little intro that you do leading into a video. And I am going to go ahead and do that right now. Here we go. Uh-oh. There we go. All right, here we go. So here comes the content. I'll be back to the chat. We'll help with all your questions as soon as we get finished recording the content here. Here we go. Starting an AI agency can be super profitable. This is where you use AI tools to help businesses and land high-ticket deals so you can put revenue in your pocket quickly. This is the exact kind of move that this 19-year-old, he used it to make his own AI agency and generate life-changing revenue. Here, let me show you that real quick here. Where's my screen? Right here.
Peter, tell me, how much money did you make last month?
What was our best month? We made $127,000.
That's pretty crazy. The crazy part, he didn't have a big audience. He didn't have a fancy offer. He didn't have any kind of past experience doing this kind of thing. He used one scary outreach play that almost nobody in the AI agency space is willing to do right now. So if you're willing to feel uncomfortable for just about 10 seconds, just a little bit of time, if you want to feel uncomfortable for just a little bit of time, you're willing to do what I'm about to show you, then this same play that he used can land you your first high-ticket client this weekend. That is not exaggeration. That is not hype. It is reality. If you follow through with what I'm about to show you, you can do that even with no experience and no previous case studies or examples in that niche. In this video, I will break down the 4-step system behind that move. And then what I'm going to do, we'll do a quick little retake here. And then I'm going to do it live on camera so you can copy it word for word. Then I'll show you the software that makes the whole thing push button simple. And this isn't another one of these copycat videos where you learn some basic, boring thing that you probably already knew, because almost nobody is doing this right now. So if you're serious about starting an AI agency and getting paid this weekend, don't click away. All right, let's get into it. And before we get started, important warning. What I'm about to show you, it's not a slot machine. It's not a money printer. It's definitely not like a golden goose on autopilot. So I want to be clear here. There's no income guarantees, okay? Your results depend on your effort, your decisions, and most importantly, your follow through. So I'm just not into that whole get rich quick thing. All right, good. Then let's get into it. Okay, that was my hook. Now we get into the training. And we'll go here. And as you already know, this is all about how to start an AI agency. Literally this weekend, you could land your first client. And this is coming from my perspective of I've had an AI agency, I've had AI tools, I have had a old-fashioned, old-school marketing agency, and then over the years, I've generated over $100 million in revenue myself. So I'm bringing this to you from my perspective and how I would advise you to do this and make money this weekend. Now, let's get into step one. We'll dive right into it. Now, you've probably all heard of a niche. So you do need to pick a niche or niche, depending on where you are in the world. And this is simple. So many people overcomplicate this. Do not overthink it. I'm going to show you something where you're just going to grab one and go. You're not going to think about it. You're not going to get into some kind of complicated strategy. You don't need to go talk to AI. I'm going to show you a list. You literally grab one of them off the list and go. And this is super important. I see so many people that get hung up trying to perfect everything with picking the perfect type of a business and niche. And that is not typically how the big money is made. It's by action and just going forward like a steamroller. And so here, I want to show you a quick video on this. This is Brian Armstrong. He's the founder and CEO of Coinbase. Coinbase is like a revolutionary cryptocurrency exchange marketplace, and he has made just a fortune with that. So let's take a look at what he says. I'm going to go over here to this video here on X, and I want to let you listen firsthand.
The best advice that I have from that period is action produces information. So just like keep doing stuff. You know, I remember like Paul Graham.
It's a good line.
Yeah, Paul Graham had this great line like that. I think that's his line, and he was like, startups are like sharks. If they stop swimming, they die. You know, so even if you're like not sure what to do, like just do anything, because when you do it, it'll produce some information. Like people liked it, they didn't. This was very true for me. There was times where I just did something instead of debating it endlessly and like just try it. You know, like all right, so we shipped it, and like there was a couple times where like the minute I shipped it, I was like, I know we built this wrong, but now I have an idea of what to do next. And it wasn't, I only would have had that idea if we'd actually gone through the exercise of going to build it. It's like,
all right. So I think you get the point, which is that in the world of business, you don't over-evaluate, over-analyze, overthink. You need to move forward and take action. And every time I have done that, I learn something or I make money. And that's what you're going to do here. You're going to take action. You're going to grab. I have 21 niches that I'm going to show you. So if you can't think of a niche market that you want to start with, grab one of the 21 niches I'm about to show you and just go. So here they are. And by the way, I'll make this slide deck available to you. I'll explain in a minute how you can go get this. And all you have to do is you can grab this list and pull it off of this presentation, this playbook that we have created for you here. And so these are things like med spas, chiropractors, gyms, dentists, salons, roofers, vets, law firms. You get the point. I won't read them all. And then I want to point out the very last one on the list. And your geography is a niche. You could also just focus on your local area where you live and do all businesses near you. That is a niche. So there are the 21 niches. I'll show them on screen, but I'll explain to you how, again, you can download this whole playbook and get these list of niches in just a minute. Okay. And oh, by the way, before we move on to step 2, would you like more training on this? A lot of people ask me for this, looking for a deep dive tutorial on how to use AI to find your niche market. So whether it's starting an agency or any kind of business at all, I can do some more training on this. If you'd like more training on how to pick the perfect niche market for you. Because the perfect niche market for me is not the same one as what you should go into. And so I can do a deep dive. I can show you how to use AI to explore your way into finding the perfect niche. And it's a quick and pretty simple process, but it takes a few steps to do it. If you'd like me to do that training, vote with your comments. So drop a comment below and let me know if you'd like some more in-depth training on how to pick your niche market. All right, step 2. This is simple. You're going to find 9 businesses, just 9 businesses to help this weekend. And I'm going to show you how you find them in just a moment. I'll actually show you a software tool that will do it for you, but we're going to find 9 businesses to help this weekend. What we're looking for is people who have, or businesses who have no website, or they've got a really bad, outdated site. And you would be shocked at how many businesses today still don't even have their first website. We know by statistic, this is done by survey, we know that 27% of all small businesses still to this day do not have a website. That's more than 1 out of every 4 businesses in the world that does not have a website, which shocked me. I assumed every business had a website, but I found that that is absolutely not true. So it is really simple to find these, and I will show you how in a moment. The other type of site you can look at are businesses who built their sites. Maybe they built them a long time ago and now they're broken, or they look really outdated. I've seen sites that were built, before it was required to have security on the sites, and now you can't look at them because they're not secure anymore. I've seen sites that they're, the marketing agency that built it went out of business, and then the site goes down, so they have a dead domain name that doesn't point anywhere. I've seen all kinds of variations of this, but you would be amazed. There's a lot of these businesses out there that really need our help, and they're easy to find. And again, I will demo it for you and show you how to find them. We have a tool, which, I'm going to pull it up right now. Let me pull up that tool really quickly. And I'll just show you myself while we're here. Okay. All right. So this is Buildy. Of course, Buildy, I'm the CEO of Buildy.ai, and we have a special program for agencies. So if you want to start an agency, or you'd like to partner up with me to start an agency, I'll explain how you can do that in a minute. But this is an example of one of the tools that we give our agencies. And this makes finding these businesses super, super easy. So here, let me zoom in for a moment. See this toggle right here? Only show businesses without a website. You can toggle it off, you can toggle it on. So I turned it on so that we can find businesses who don't have a website. And we're going to use this tool to find ourselves some leads. And so I'm going to pick plumber, and I'm going to pick a city near me. There we go. This is a good old Irvine, California. And then we're going to search. And you can see here that Buildy is now going out all over the web, and it is finding us businesses that do not have websites. So Buildy is going to help you find your leads. Buildy is then going to help you deliver valuable services to them, and then help you make money all at the same time. And this is just the very first step. We got to find them first. And so we'll give it just a moment here. And while it's searching, this process takes, as you can see, takes a few seconds, a minute or less typically. And then we're going to get back a list of all the plumbers that it found. And then a note for editor, when you're editing this later, you can speed this part up. So we'll give it a moment here to finish searching. It's actually taken longer than usual for some reason. Hopefully we're not having some kind of an outage. Hey, Nick, maybe you could check in with Dylan and see if he's aware of any outage on this tool.
Yeah, let me go check in.
It seems stuck. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just refresh and we're gonna try our search all over again. Okay. So here, I'm just restarting it. We'll give it a moment here to, hopefully that just fixes it. The good old turn it off and back on again. That's usually the way to fix a lot of things, right? Yeah, Skynet's messing with our live stream today. And so we'll give it a minute here to finish. It does usually take, about a minute. Okay, and then, well, you know what I can do while we wait for this and try to figure out what's going on? What I'm going to do is I actually did this demo yesterday. So I want to show you, I did this very same demo. I found a plumber in Irvine using that tool. And let me find the project for you, this one right here. So I'll open up the project and I'll show you an example. See if it's still, yeah, the search seems to be malfunctioning. Okay. So what we do is once we've found the business and done their instant website build, and this is an example of what it builds. So this website can be built in about 3 minutes from pushing that button. And if you're an agency partner of ours, you can build as many of these as you want. So you push a button, it builds it in 3 minutes flat. And this website is based on this business. It's
I just checked in with Dylan. Did you figure it out?
No, it never did work. I don't know. Oh no, there it went.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so okay, here we go. A little delayed, but it worked. Okay, so I'm gonna we'll have to clean this up post while we're editing, but let's we'll just pick it up from here. Okay. All right. So now the results are back and we have all these results. It has found 15 businesses without websites that are near the city of Irvine and are plumbers. And we can see them all here. All right. Now you'll notice you get a little bit of data on each one, including their phone number. You can see how many reviews they have on Google Maps. And there's a bunch of them. So we can see here, this one right here, this is the one that we'll do a quick case study on. We can see they have 34 reviews. They've got a 5-star rating, but they don't have a site. So this seems like a good prospect to do this with. So we're going to come here. We're going to click build website. Okay. We have some options. If you want to edit these options, if you know they have an existing website, you can put it in here if you want to rebuild it. Also, what Buildy will do is it can go out to Google Maps, the Better Business Bureau, Yellow Pages, Nextdoor, Yelp, Instagram, and Facebook to learn all about this business. So it can go out, crawl all over the web, and extract information like their hours. It can extract information about the products and services, their prices, and all the details about their business and all of their reviews. And then it uses everything that it learns about the business to build them a brand new website. Okay. Now you can also add images. So let's say you're literally sitting in front of the business. You can take a picture of the business and upload it here for Buildy to use. You could also type any additional info you might know about the business, but none of that's required, as you'll see me do in just a moment. And then finally, what you can do is add a voice agent. So you can make a talking website where at the click of a button, it can talk to any prospect. It can book appointments for the company, can answer questions about their products and services, and act like a virtual receptionist. And we're going to show you that. So I'm going to turn that on, and then I'm going to click Create Website Project. And now Buildy's going to work. So it's gone out on the web. It's extracting all the information that it can learn about this business. Like I said, their hours, their services, their reviews, and any other info it can find. It'll also look for photographs. So it sees photos on, for example, on Google Maps. When people upload photos, it sees them. So this is also perfect for like restaurants. It'll grab all the photos of the food that the restaurant serves, and then it once it's extracted all of that, it begins the website building process, which you're going to see here in just a moment. And Buildy literally builds the website while you watch. This process takes about 3 minutes once it moves over into the build process, which is about to begin. And it will build a complete website, including a voice agent, pre-installed, pre-trained, that knows all about the business, so that, and then here we go. Now it's begun building the site. So it's extracted all of the information that it's learned about the business. So we can read over here what it's doing. And so on the left panel here, we can read along and see what Buildy's doing. And on the right panel, it's going to show a preview of what it has built. So we'll give that a moment. And here with the live audience, this process is going to take about 3 minutes to finish this particular one. So with our live audience, I'm going to come over here and show you this other one that we built. And I don't remember if I got the voice agent set up on this or not. So let me quickly, I'm going to do something here where I turn off, no, I don't want dev mode. I'm going to turn off the Buildy branding. Okay. And then I'm going to refresh this preview here. So, and then as you can see, this is an example of what it builds. And it extracts the images, like these are real world images that it pulls. It also uses AI to make images as well. And here, let me refresh this here 1 second here. Okay, there we go. So not only does it pull real images, but it will also make AI images. And you can see these reviews are based on real reviews that it found. So there's our phone number. You can book services, their hours, all the stuff, their services that they do. Here are real reviews. These are not fake AI written reviews. These are real reviews from real customers that it is now showing on their website. A bunch of images. Now, AI made some of these. Many of them were pulled from the web, like that's an actual example of their people actually working, pulled from the web. Pretty cool. And then we have the location and hours. And if you ever notice something you don't like we see here that the Google Maps listing isn't working right. So we can just come right into Buildy and say the Google Maps embed isn't showing. It shows refuse to connect. Please fix it. And it will go to work and start fixing it. So that's an example of what it builds. Now, I did this exact same demo yesterday, and that's what we're seeing here right now. So let's take a look at our live project. And it's still building. So we can see that the Buildy is still building. The coding agent is creating everything from scratch. So we're going to build them a second site here in today's demo. That will show up here in just a moment. But there we go. If we go back to this one, you get an example of now it's busy fixing itself. So Buildy is a self-correcting, self-fixing AI. But this is the beauty of it. So you build them a site like this, and the site will talk to you, which I will demonstrate that here in just a moment as well. So we'll give it a moment to finish and refresh. And then let's see if that fixed our issue. Yeah, there we go. See, it fixed the map. So now the map is working as it's supposed to. And it's including a link to get directions, all the info about the business. This is a professional website that a traditional website designer would charge as much as $3,000 to $5,000 for. And we can do one in 3 minutes. And not only that, it's got a built-in voice agent. So let's try that out real quick here. I'm going to grab one of my old microphones on another computer here so I can talk to it. And let's demonstrate this.
Hi, thanks for calling Rapid Plumbers Irvine. How can I help you today?
Yeah, what are your hours today?
Great. What can I help you with today? Are you looking for plumbing services, our hours, location?
Oh, I
or
think my
something
mic is broke. I don't. Oh, there we go.
else? Okay.
Yeah, I'm working now. So I'm looking for your hours. What are your hours today?
Today we're open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. If you need our hours for another day, just let me know. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yeah, my hot water heater exploded and water's everywhere. Can you help me with that?
I'm so sorry to hear about your water heater. That sounds stressful. Rapid Plumbers Irvine does offer repair services, so we can definitely help with plumbing emergencies like this. For the fastest assistance, I recommend calling us directly at 714-716-4224. We're open until 8 p.m. today. Is there anything else I can do for you right now?
Yeah, where are you located?
We're located at 2900 Alton Parkway, Irvine, California, 9260.
All right. So you get the idea. Let me put this back over here. You get the idea. It fully is trained on everything about the business, knowing all the services, the hours. That voice agent can do things like book appointments. It can use the phone. So that was an example of a web one, but you can connect it to a phone number, have it do outbound and inbound calls, book appointments, live transfer leads to humans, and way more. This is really powerful stuff. So now we've got a site that solves a huge problem that this business has, which is they don't have a site. And now they've got an awesome one. And all we have to do is go to the next step, which I'm going to show you in a moment in my presentation. But before we do that, let's go here and see how the coding agent's doing. It's still at work. So this one's taking a little longer than usual for some reason. But typically, the process takes 3 to 4 minutes tops. So it looks like we're on about 6 minutes now, and it looks like it's getting close to wrapping up. But you get the idea. So rather than delaying the show here, I'm going to let our editor clean this up in post, and we're going to move on so I can show you what you do next. But this is an example of the site that gets built with building. And let me go back to my presentation here. So what you've done now is you found 9 businesses like that example I just gave you. And you spend, let's say it takes you 5 minutes each. So that's under an hour. You can find the 9 businesses, build all of them a website like you just saw. And this solves a critical problem for them. Now let's move on to step number 3. Okay, we did that. We built our site. We built our sites with buildy.ai. Okay, so that was step 3, which I just showed you. So now we're actually going to move on to the final fun step, and that is step 4. But before we do, I do want to remind you that this playbook, the deck that you see me going through right here on the screen, is available to you, and you can download it for free. All we ask is that you subscribe to our newsletter. We have a free newsletter. Head on over there. You can go to the link that you see there. We'll drop that into the description and comments down below, so you can join there as well. And you can get this entire playbook. It'll have all the niches, the examples, links to the case study I showed you at the beginning. And you can grab all of this by becoming a free subscriber to our newsletter. It doesn't cost a dime, and you'll get a copy of this deck. And we have dozens of other ones just like it. Now, moving on to step 4, the hack. Okay. Remember I said if you were willing to become a little bit uncomfortable and do something that others are unwilling to do, you could make money this weekend. And I really, truly mean it. So what I'm about to show you, I know it works because I've been teaching people how to do this and they're doing it. So I know it works. If you're willing to just step up, do it. It'll feel a little weird. It'll feel a little anxious at first, but you're going to love it once the money starts showing up and going in your pocket. Okay, so let's get on with it. Most people just aren't willing to do this. You walk into the business in person. You walk right in. You go in person. You've got 9 businesses to see this weekend. And you just say, hey, I noticed you don't have a website. So I built you one. Would you like to see it? Now, you notice you're not saying, hey, I'm a web designer and I'd like to build you a website. Can I talk to the owner? Right? They're going to shut you down in a second. No, thank you. We don't, no sales, no soliciting, please leave. Okay. But this is different. Here, you're saying, I saw you have a problem. I already solved it for you. I'd like to show it to you. You want to see it? That's the ask. And purely the curiosity of, well, what do you mean you built us a website? It's like, well, I noticed you don't have one. And like every business needs a website. So I built you one. Can I show it to you? I'd love to show it to the owner. You're going to bust right through. You're not going to get the gatekeepers that usually shut you down. And you're not going to get any of the weirdness, rudeness. You don't have to be pushy. You just simply say, hey, I solved a big problem that you have. I'd like to show it to you. Okay. You're not selling. You're not convincing. You're not trying to, force someone to give you money. You just want to show them the cool thing you did to help their business. And that just knocks the gatekeepers right down. And you walk right past the receptionist or whoever is traditionally trying to keep selling, solicitors and salespeople away from the business owner. And they'll walk you right to the owner to show them the website. And then either on your phone, on your laptop, or if the business owner has a laptop, you load up the website you just built, you show them the voice agent, you let them talk to the voice agent, and they can even quiz the voice agent to see if it knows about their business and ask the hours, the services, and things like that. You can point out all the great reviews that you put on the website for them. And this is a completely different experience than like some kind of hard sell, pushy, door knocking sales. Okay. It's cool. You're helping the business and you just want to show them what you did. And so now let's get to the money making. Okay. So after they're blown away by the talking website that knows all about their business, you just ask them, would you like to keep it? Notice something dramatically different than normal sales here. You are not asking them to trust you. You're not asking them to give you money in advance. You're not asking them to sign a contract. You're not asking for anything that requires trust because the service is done. You already did it. It's delivered. They're impressed. They love it. And even if they have a couple of corrections or changes they want to make, it's a whole different experience than trying to sell somebody something that doesn't yet exist. It flips it. It becomes a loss for them to say no. If they don't want to keep it, they're going to lose this website that was created for their business. Makes it so much easier to now collect money and get paid for the very real, very valuable help that you just gave that business. It allows you to collect thousands of dollars without you having to have any experience, without you needing to know anything about web design. You don't need to know anything about AI. Now, I know this is not hypothetical because I have people doing this now. The very first person I taught how to do this landed their first client in 24 hours. Now, remember, I don't teach get rich quick nonsense. So I just want to make that clear. You are going to have to do what I just showed you, and you are going to have to go out and see people in person. It's going to take a little bit of work, but it will result in very real sales. Very real money collected because you are helping businesses. It's not a gimmick or some weird scam. You've just helped them in a very real way, and you demonstrated it to them. And that's it. So you don't have to ask them to trust you or give you money ahead of time. It's already done. So if they want it, they're going to say, well, yeah, I'd love to keep that site. How much is that going to cost me? Or you may offer and say, hey, if you'd like to make any tweaks or improvements, I'd be happy to do that for you before we publish it, to the web for the world to see. And then you collect the payments. Now, right now, web designers are out charging $3,000 to $5,000 to deliver web design of this quality. I'm not saying you need to charge that. You can charge less. I recommend charging at least $1,000 for a site like this. And now you go visit those 9 businesses. And you visit them in a way where you've done something cool for them, you have helped them, and they either want it or they don't. And if they don't, that is completely fine. And think about it this way. If only one of the 9 businesses you did this for, remember, it took you an hour. It took you an hour to do 9 websites following the process I just showed you. What if just one of them says yes? And you just popped your first high ticket $1,000 sale. It works because others are doing it right now. And this is such a cool process. I really love this. And it's become my mission to go out and help people like you. I want to team up with you and go out and we'll use Buildy together to go help businesses everywhere, because it's really just awful. It is like a crime that 27% of businesses today don't have websites. So my mission is to go out and fix that for them. And I need your help to do it. Okay. And by the way, if you'd like to join me, I'm going to explain how you can join me and do this using our Buildy software and how you can team up with me in just a moment. But before I do, would you like a more of a tutorial? Would you like a more in-depth deep dive on this process of what do you say to someone to get them to give you money, following this procedure? Let me know. I can do more training on that. Just drop in the comments below and tell me if that's something you're interested in. And I can certainly do that if there is enough interest. We go by your demand. So the more people who ask for the training, the more I will do it. So if you want that, and then remember, I also earlier offered if you want to do a niche deep dive. So if you want niche training, let me know that. Or if you want the sales training, want a tutorial on how to get businesses to give you money for this, then definitely drop that in the comments as well. All right. Now, I'm going to pop a link into the comments below in description, and that's going to take you over to a place where you can learn all about this opportunity. So we call it our partner program. So it's our Buildy AI Profit Partnership. It's a chance for you to team up with me, partner with me, and do what I just showed you how to do. So if you're interested in that, then head on over to that link that is in there now. And for those here with me live, I am going to pin that comment. So I'll pin that in there as well. Just head on over to that link. There'll be you can learn how to apply to that program. So it's a program by application. You'll apply. We'll have a quick conversation. We'll see if it's a good fit, right? So I need to make sure, number one, that you are a good fit for me as a partner. And then also, I want to make sure this is a good fit for you. And if everything looks good, then we can move on and team up and partner together using Buildy to do this. All right. That's how the program works. Again, the link is dropped in the comments and description below. Just go click that, and all the details of that are over there. You'll be able to, there's a webinar you can watch if you haven't seen it, or if you're just ready to go right to the application and apply to be a partner, there's a button where you can do that too. And a little video from me if you'd like to see some examples of people that are making money with this. So you'll see all of that. Again, the link is posted in the comments and description below. So thank you so very much for spending a little bit of time with me. I hope that this training, whether or not you partner with me or not, I hope the training was useful, valuable, and gave you a new and different way of looking at how to do sales like this. So let me know how I did on that front. Drop in the comments and let me know if you got value out of this session. And on that note, I'll see you next time. Bye for now. And now, live audience, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here with you. That's just for the recording. And producer Nick, are you out there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. Hopefully everybody liked that training. And here I forgot to grab my supplies. You got my supplies ready. So I will have a question for you in a moment, Nick. But before we do that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. I'll give everybody just a moment here. If you want to go save that link that we put in the comments, so you can go check out the partner program. And then we're going to answer all of your questions. So any questions that you have about this strategy, about Buildy.ai, or this whole method, we'll take up all of your questions and answer them live. Plus, we'll do Ask Me Anything, where you can ask me anything. We'll do all that in just a moment. But first, a very quick commercial break. And Nick, take your pick. Just let's do a quick break, and we'll be right back.
All right.
Starting your first business doesn't have to be complicated. That's because we're at the start of the AI revolution. Before, it could take months to launch a profitable business and start cash flowing. Now you can do it in as little as one weekend. History is littered with people who've built empires by seizing the moment. They jumped in at ground zero before the door slammed shut. Imagine if you had bought Bitcoin in 2011. You'd be set for life. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, says, "We're at the dawn of a golden age of AI, and we've only begun to scratch the surface." Bezos made his billions riding the internet wave early. Now it's your turn to ride the AI tsunami to the bank. Thousands are about to cash in big time thanks to AI. But the burning question is, will you be one of them? Or will you be left in the dust? If you don't want to be left in the dust, then sign up for the Ingeniosity newsletter, where every week I'll hand you carefully researched blueprints that will help take your business from idea to income fast. Whether you're starting from scratch or looking to level up, each blueprint is designed to cut through the noise and deliver actionable steps you can implement immediately, and I would know. Because I've been able to generate over $100 million in total revenue across my online businesses over the years. You'll get my hard-won $100 million insights delivered to your inbox every Friday. And the best part? It's 100% free. Join over 5,000 other founders and business builders and get your roadmap to unstoppable growth with the help of AI. Just go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe.
And we're back, I think.
All right.
Here, I'll bring you up, Nick.
Yeah.
And so we may be having a quick YouTube commercial break. YouTube is doing its ad break right now, too. And we're going to get started. But before we get into questions, I have a very important question for you.
What's the question?
Why do dogs make terrible dance partners?
Why?
Because they've got two left feet.
I don't like that one.
Yeah, you don't like that one. I thought that was cute.
It didn't do it for me.
No. Okay, what do you give? So score, 0 being the worst ever, 10 being the best ever. What's the score?
That was mid. That was like 4.
A 4. Okay. Audience, what do you give it? Again, 0, like the worst dad joke ever told. 10, the most amazing ever told. Where does it land for the audience? What do you give it? And I got another one. Let's see. Let me just prep for this here. No, that is okay. So the next one is I'm going to redraw. Let's redraw. I'll get a good one ready here. And yeah, here are my. No, that one is wow. These are usually pretty good. It is. Okay, well, with that, I guess it's a good one. I'll leave it here, and then we'll go to everyone else's question. So, what do we got?
All right. I don't think anyone, guys, put your questions in on traffic, AI. How do you come up with business ideas? Buildy, anything online business. Drop those questions in so we can help you. I'm scrolling up, and I don't see a lot of questions. Also, if you don't have a question, maybe we could build something for you. If there's an idea you have, or if you want to see what Buildy can do, drop us a line.
Which, by the way, so it looks like Charles, Ken, and Margaret don't agree with your low score, Nick.
They thought it was decent. 6, 7, 7. See, maybe I'm in a bad mood today, guys. I don't know. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Which, but speaking of bad mood, the video that time played just fine. I don't know what the difference was, but
that is so weird, man. I don't know what is going on with the tech.
YouTube is madness. YouTube madness.
Yeah. Here's a good question from May.
Mhm.
Who handles support if their website stops working?
Well, frontline support. First of all, the website won't stop working. So we use some the industry's leading provider of web hosting. It's a company called Cloudflare. Just full transparency. So your clients' sites are hosted in the Cloudflare infrastructure, and it's not going to go down. If Cloudflare goes down, which I think has happened like twice ever in history, then otherwise it's going to stay up. But frontline support would be handled by you, right? So they're your client. You just got paid $1,000, and typically I recommend charging at least a small monthly fee for hosting. So you might charge $29 a month for hosting. And we teach you what to do. So if the client wants to change something on their website, it's super easy. In fact, you know what? You want to see how easy it is? Let me show you how easy it is to work with these sites. Let's go here. Here, I'll stack us this way. So let's say the client comes in and says, I don't like this picture. Well, all we got to do, and here, I will talk to Buildy. I'll show you how I can just talk to Buildy and we can change the site. So please make a new hero image for the top right. Make it be a smiling woman standing next to a plumber who just fixed her sink. And we'll submit that. And it is actually it'll follow my exact directions. It will change that big image at the top. That's called the hero image. And it's going to switch it over to exactly what I said. It will make a new AI image while we watch, and it'll swap out the image and do exactly what I said. So editing and changing the sites, all you need to do is speak in plain English to Buildy, and it can edit and change anything on the client site. But then as far as, maintenance and hosting and all that, we take care of that for you. So all the hosting, all the maintenance, database, tech stuff, all handled by us. But you're the frontline support person to your clients. And then if you need help as an agency partner, if you join me in that, then we will help you. We'll actually just work with you to help you help your customer. And we'll give it a moment here. It's creating the image.
So a lot of good questions are rolling in now, by the way.
Oh, cool. Let's go for it.
I love this one from Craig. Craig says, how may I use Buildy to build an app to promote my books for sale on Amazon KDP? That is such a good question, Craig.
I wonder, Craig, what was the topic of your books? Did he say?
He did not say. Yeah, Craig, could you tell us more about your books?
Yeah, I'd love to hear more about the books that you have on Kindle Publishing, and then I'll come up with some ideas for you. Cool. What else?
Let's see.
Oh, there you go. Image done.
Oh, awesome. That's sick. How cool is that? Let's see. Can I build a site for a pizza business? You sure can. Oh, that's such a Jaguar. You want to know what's funny? So I've been doing a lot of demos for investors and when we're testing stuff out. And my go-to demo is building a cheese store. Just to test things out or show people stuff. So pizza business is kind of like that, kind of like a cheese store. But you certainly can. You could build a brand new one. If you're starting a pizza business, you could build a brand new one from scratch. You can also do what we've just been doing, and you could find a real life pizza shop and build an awesome website for them with a voice receptionist and meta ads and all sorts of stuff. We could. I don't know if we want to do that right now. We could do that live if you want. You could see what that looks like. And then, great question on the voice agent stat from Diplomat. He says, what accents can you have with the voice agent? Can you have a UK accent?
Let's find out. Here, let's check it out. So here, I'm going to go in. This is the project you've seen me working on. So let's go over here. We'll go to manage AI agents. So you can come in and there are all kinds of advanced settings and things you can do if you want to, right? But you don't have to. You can just chat with Buildy on the chat panel in plain English and work with it. But if you want to go in and do advanced stuff, that's what I'm doing now. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to edit our voice agent. So we could change the voice. So here are some of the voices you can.
Need a hand with something? I'm here to assist.
All right, there's Kate, there's Myra.
Hello, I'm Myra, your voice assistant. Let me know how.
So we can go with Steve.
Meet Steve, your virtual companion focused on clarity.
There's Paul.
Hey there, I'm Paul, your dedicated help.
Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to switch to Kate. And now over here, we can select the language, which, you know what? There's UK English. I have never tried this before, so this will be an interesting test. So live without a net, we'll test this out. I have no idea what it's going to sound like, but there is the UK English one. And you can see there are also many other languages. So we could do Danish, Swedish, Ukrainian, Russian, Polish, Dutch, Italian, Spanish, and so on. So a lot of choices there for language, but let's just give this a shot. Let's see what UK English sounds like. So we'll save changes. And then that should, let's see, I don't know if I have to refresh it. That should change it. So let's see if we go back to the website. Oh yeah, right here. So let me get my other mic up. Let's see how she sounds.
Hi. Thanks for calling Rapid Plumbers Irvine. How can I help you today?
Does she sound UK to you, Nick?
No, she doesn't.
Okay. Okay, something I did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to have a UK accent. What happened to you?
I appreciate your feedback. I don't have a UK accent by default. I'm here to provide helpful information about Rapid Plumbers Irvine in a clear, friendly way. If you'd like, I can try to adjust my tone to sound a bit more British, but...
She's offering to pretend to be British. Maybe I need to refresh. I don't know. I've actually never changed the voice. Let me just go look and see. Let me just make sure I saved it. Let's go here. It does say it's UK English. So maybe I need to refresh. Let's try talk to us again.
Hi. Thanks for calling Rapid Plumbers Irvine. How can I help you today?
Okay, well, that's what I get for doing this live without knowing what was going to happen. But I'll find out. I'm doing something wrong. I know it. But yes, it is available. How we save it, I'm not sure. I will find out and we'll solve that. But there are a lot of languages available, as you see here.
And then we, Craig, our Amazon KDP friend, he's doing books on youth, entrepreneurship, and leadership.
Oh, that's fun. Fantastic. So an example of something that might work really well is to build what's called a quiz funnel for your prospects. So now I don't know if your target customer is the parent of an entrepreneurial child or if it's the child themselves, but you could create a quiz in Buildy. And in fact, you know what, in a minute, since it's kind of getting a little off topic from the agency stuff, I'll come back and we'll quickly build one for you if you'd like to see what that might look like. But we can ask Buildy to set up a sales page, a promotional page, and then do a quiz funnel, which might be something like, does your child have what it takes to be an entrepreneur? Or, what kind of business should you start? Or some kind of a quiz like that. And that would generate leads that you could then, through email and through actually right on the page, you can promote your books to those people. And that would be my recommendation. And we can show that if you want. We can pull it up and do a demo of building that a bit later. So I just want to get the agency related questions out of the way first, and then we'll come back to that.
All right. Let's see. That's it for the agency questions, actually.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Well, then, I think what we will do is I will pull up and we can do a demo project. But before that, I almost lost my question for you. So I have a question for you.
What's the question?
What has 5 toes but isn't your foot?
What?
My foot.
That was better. I like that one. I really like that one, actually. That's 8. 8.
It's an 8. Okay.
Yes. That's a good one.
Audience, do you agree? 0 to 10, give it your rating. One more for you, and then we'll put this to rest. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Why was the snowman seen rummaging through a bag of carrots?
Why?
He was picking his nose.
That's good. I really like that. That's a 9. That's a strong one. That's awesome.
Oh, that's strong. That's a strong one. Okay, well, I'll put my supplies back, and we'll get on to the task at hand here. All right. So we're going to build a site. So let me do this. Let me get out of this project and go here. We'll start from scratch. And now one of the things that Buildy can do. Oh, we lost Nick, but you can come back if you want, Nick, or not if you don't.
I was gonna take care of something. I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, no problem. No problem. So then we'll switch to that. And so here's where you start out when you're working on Buildy. And so for Craig's example of working with community leaders targeting youth, okay? So we're going to come in here and here, I'm going to use my mic. Let's see if we can do that. One of the things that Buildy can do, by the way, is help us with market research. And so I'm going to ask it to help us. Let's just see what it comes up with. I'm interested in reaching community leaders who are interested in helping youth with entrepreneurship. I have books about helping kids become successful entrepreneurs that I would like to sell to them. I'm thinking about a quiz funnel or some sort of lead magnet I can give away to get leads and then promote my books to them afterwards. Please do some market research and help me refine my niche idea and the unique angle or hook to use to make this happen. On the next step, we'll build a site together. There we go. So let's let Buildy do the research for us rather than me trying to guess what to do. What it's actually going to do now is go out on the web. It's going to perform a whole bunch of research. It's like deep research. If you were to use some of the deep research tools that are available from like Google Gemini or OpenAI, it's going to do deep research. It's going to come back with results, and then it's going to give us some marketing recommendations. Now, Buildy has been trained on how to do this. So it has been trained on all of the basics of marketing, market research, persuasion, how to start a successful online business or any kind of business, actually, and is going to use that knowledge that it has to then give us a plan. And we can see here that Buildy has spun up our strategy agent, and the strategy agent is out doing its research. Okay. Now over here is where the preview would normally appear. We're not building a website yet, so you won't see anything here for now, but we can see that the strategy agent has gone out and it is doing the strategy to help us refine our business idea. And we'll see what kind of ideas it comes up with. And again, that each time you do a chat with Buildy, it takes anywhere from, I've seen it take as little as 30 seconds, but it could take as many as, 5 to 6 minutes. There we go. 1 minute and 23 seconds, and we've got our response. So let me scroll up, and I'm going to try to open this up. Okay, there's quite a long response, but let's go all the way back to the top so I can read through it. And I'm going to try to zoom in so it's visible to everyone. All right, here's what it says. Best niches to start with. let's focus on two versions of the leader type. One is it's saying focus on those that might be talking about homeschooling or after school program directors. Craig, does either of those sound like a community leader that you would talk to? And which one are you, if so, which one are you most interested in? Would it be homeschool organizers or after school program directors? Which one of those two sounds more appealing to you? And give me some feedback about that, okay? And then the other thing is digging into what these leaders actually want. So these are the pains of the that our target market, who are the community leaders, have. And here's the pain points that the homeschool people have, then their worries and what would get them to buy this. Here's a unique angle and hook. It says, there are 3 strong ways to position your books. The anti-boring entrepreneur book for kids is one way. Character and grit through business. So it's like you're empowering the community leader to, help them with character by learning business. A turnkey youth business club in a book. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. After school youth organization leaders. Good. Okay. So here's a couple ideas for quizzes and lead magnets. Let's see. What's your youth leadership style? My recommendations: youth entrepreneur engagement scorecard. You know what? I'm going to say, let's go with, I'm going to tell it now what to do. So here we go. Let's go with after school youth organization leaders. Oh, my mic is being weird. My microphone's not cooperating. Testing. Let's go with school youth organization leaders after after school organization leaders. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to put this down and just type. My mic is being so bizarre. Okay. Let's go with after school organization leaders. And then let's go with okay, and then say, please create our website with a persuasive sales page as the home page that promotes the quiz. Let's make the quiz promote my books at the end. Now, ideally, if I had the links to your books and more information about them, I would give that to Buildy, but I don't have that right at the moment. So we're just going to kind of wing this for now. Okay. But we'll see what it comes up with. Okay. So we took 2 of its ideas and we told it to just go for it. And we'll see again, what it actually builds for us. So this process here is going to take, again, I'm going to guess about 3 to 4 minutes. So while it's doing its thing, are there any other questions in the chat?
Let's see. Well, interesting question. This guy says, Bill, can you build a multiple income funnel system, automated system plus multiple streams of income plus target traffic. Yeah.
Yeah, you absolutely could do that. Which, by the way, I didn't mean to make this whole show a commercial about Buildy. So talking about some of the things that you just asked about, if we come under the Manage tab, you can see that we have an entire marketing and ads feature where you can create all of your ads and post them to Facebook or Instagram, your social media. It can write all of your email campaigns, and it can do all of your SEO and ranking your website built into this. In addition, it has a complete blogging system, so you can blog and do content marketing if you want to write articles and get right to help you rank in the search engines. And of course, it's got its AI agents where you can do voice and text agents. So if you want to make like an AI chatbot that helps do customer support, you can do that too. And a bunch more stuff. So it does a lot of things. Now we'll let it finish. It's coding up your website for you right now. And this is a good chance for me to come back up here while we're waiting for that and remind you that if you are interested in using Buildy to help businesses and you'd like to team up with me to do that, then we popped a link. It is pinned in the comments at the moment with our live stream. But Nick, if you could pop it one more time just into the general chat. And that's where you can go learn about the program. If you've never heard of it before, there's a webinar you can go watch. Or if you're just ready to get started and you want to start working with me at it, you can apply to be a partner in our partner program. So both of those are available at the link that was just shared in the chat. And while we're letting this thing build, and then of course, let me know in the chat if you have any other questions at all about anything. There's something that I can bring all of I've been doing this 25 years, if you didn't know that. I've been building successful multi-million-dollar businesses on the internet all the way back into the 90s. That's how long I've been doing this. And I would like to take all of that history and that I've learned what works, what doesn't work. And then in today's age, I am an AI founder. So we know all about using AI to build and grow a business. So if you have any questions about any of those things that I can help you with, get them put in there now. We will be wrapping up here shortly and heading out. But while I'm here live, I would be more than happy to help you out. That's what the show is all about. So if you could ask those in the chat right now. And I can see Buildy is busy. It's still coding, still writing code at the moment. So what we'll do while we wait for questions to come in, you can see out there, it is doing stuff. And so we'll do this. While we wait for Buildy to finish and come back and see Craig's business that it built for us, we'll take a very quick commercial break. Now, Nick, can you cue one up for me? Over 20 different playbooks, downloadable reports, presentations, and more. Free, all designed to help you start, build, and profit as an online entrepreneur. And they are all based on my $100 million in results across all of my online businesses. Because over the last 25 years, I have figured out what works, what didn't. But it took a lot of trial and error, a lot of painful lessons along the way. And I would like it so that you don't have to fumble around like I did over the years. Instead, I want to give it to you straight, the exact patterns, the exact steps that you need to follow to launch and explode your online empire this year and beyond. So whether you're just starting out or already have a business you want to grow, there is something for you, and it's totally free. So these playbooks, we release them each week, and a couple examples of them are already waiting for you in the vaults right now. These examples would be how I'm using Mr. Beast's leaked manual to blow up my own YouTube channel and make 6 figures from YouTube alone. Also, the next playbook is a simple content hack that made one guy over $1 million his first year. Also, another playbook is how one woman, she made $200,000 by borrowing traffic from other websites. Also, you'll see how to use an AI tool called Runway ML to generate AI ads that are 300% more profitable than traditional ads are. You'll also learn how to use Notebook LM, which is a different AI tool that Google puts out, and you'll see how to make tons of website traffic show up on your doorstep and explode your business. And then another example is our 5 profitable newsletter business ideas. So if you ever wanted to start an online newsletter or an email newsletter, you can start one in a single afternoon with this playbook. Those are just a few examples. There's tons of playbooks and other stuff, and we release more every single Friday. You will get another playbook that will cut right through the noise, will bring you a cutting edge, new marketing or business building strategy that will help you either get more traffic, get more money, or make your business bigger. And these are filled with growth hacks, the workflows, the ideas, the strategies and tactics that will help take you from a concept in your mind to cash flow coming into your pocket, and it'll do it fast. Now, over my $100 million that I've made across all of my different businesses, I know what works. And some of them were very painful and frustrating lessons to learn. And now, through Ingeniosity, it's totally free, and I want to share my knowledge with you so that you do not have to go through that. And I look forward to seeing you inside the Ingeniosity members area. Remember, it's free, and each resource is carefully researched, carefully curated, and we check it against all of my hard-won $100 million worth of experience and make sure it's something that is working now, today. By the way, all of it's indexed, cataloged, and roadmapped. You can log in and find these. You'll never be left in the dust again. Some of the other things that you'll get as an Ingeniosity free subscriber is you actually get to learn behind the scenes of what's going on in my own businesses, so you can see what's working in them right now. So these are not just theories, things that I am doing in my businesses. You'll see real life business experiments. All right, we're going to come back. I cut that commercial break short. That's a bit of a longer commercial, so we'll just cut in here now. I think YouTube might be doing an ad break as well. But with that, let's get back to questions.
Yeah, Craig, great question. He says, connecting with today's AI agents topic, would it be a good idea to create websites for youth-serving organizations who want to support youth entrepreneurship?
Yeah, so create websites. Oh, yeah, you totally could. I know we have one of our agent, like the partners that is working as an agency with Buildy. He's actually, as an example, doing web design for churches. So I know that all kinds of community organizations and nonprofits, all of them need a website. So you could absolutely use Buildy to build those.
Yes, certainly. All right, what else we got? Honestly, it looks like we're that's it for now.
All right, we're winding up. All right, well, I am still waiting for Buildy to finish this site. I don't know what is up today. It seems like for me, it's going a little bit slow today. Maybe we're under a heavy load today. Let me try refreshing. Okay, well, I definitely want to show this because we built something cool for Craig. So I'll give it a minute before we wrap up. But yeah, right now I'm getting this. Oops, no, that's not what I'm looking for. We're looking for that. So that'll come up here in just a moment, and then we'll see the beautiful site and funnel that it built for you, Craig. But and then I do see Maymass making a suggestion too that you could then post links to your to your books right on this site. So what we can do is you can take the books and the links to them and feed them to Buildy right in the chat down here. And you just say, hey, here are my books. Go study them, and it will crawl the links. It'll go look at your books on Amazon, learn all about the book, and then come up with a plan on how to promote and recommend them on your website. And it could make little banner ads. It could, it could actually make it so that once someone fills out the quiz funnel, the final page recommends your books, and maybe like tunes the recommendation to be just the right book based on their answers. So those can totally be done inside Buildy. Cool. And then I think, is there any other questions? I really want to show this, so I don't know why it's taking so long, but I'm going to try this. I'm going to go out of the project. And then we'll go back into the project. Still waiting. Okay.
Here, Dylan's in the other room. Let me go ask him.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything he can do while we're sitting here live, but
Okay. Craig says, "Thank you so much, Bill and Nick." Yeah, of course. Yeah, we love to help entrepreneurs. That's what we do.
Yeah, I wanted to show you something cool that you could use for your business, but yeah, we'll have to wait for Bildy to wake up here and finish. So, which I don't know if Craig is on our list. I'd like to send him the link to what we build once it's done. But
Craig, email me here. I'm gonna drop my email here. Email me. Let us know you're Craig from the show, and then I'll make sure we send you the project that Bill just made for you. Jaguar has a good question. He says, I shouldn't assume you're a he, Jaguar, but Jaguar says, "Can Bildy make an animated cartoon out of my children's ebook?"
I mean, I wouldn't say it's not specialized in making cartoons, right? The purpose of Bildy is to build a business. So it's like its specialty is sites, funnels, shopping carts, ads. Now, that being said, it has a designer. There's a designer agent that its whole purpose is to design images and beautiful images. So I would speculate that it could if you asked it to, but that's not what it was built for. Yeah.
Yeah, you should use a Jaguar. We should make a video about this, actually. There's a brand new AI video tool called Seed Dance that I think it's the best AI video maker out there right now. You should give it a try.
Well, and it changes so fast. I don't know if you've seen some of the new releases that Google has done, Nick. So there's now, Nano Banana Pro 2 combined with the new version of Google's Flow. That actually looks really good too. So really? I don't know which one's better. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much stuff going on out there, Jaguar. But you could use. They're all good, by the way. They're all very good. You could use. There's one called Sora. If you look up Sora 2, there's another one called Runway ML. There's another one called VO3 that we've done a lot of content on. What else is there? There's this. I have not tried Seed Dance. I just see people using Seed. I really want to try Seed Dance. Seed Dance looks really great. They're my favorite right now. Seed Dance is Chinese, so they don't have a lot of the American models won't let you do like copyrighted stuff. Like say you wanted to make a movie about SpongeBob, Seed Dance, like VO3 and Sora won't let you do it because they'll get sued. But because Seed Dance is Chinese, you can I see people making ones with Seinfeld, with Breaking Bad.
Well, I love when I see the combos where they'll make a Mickey Mouse versus the X-Men movie.
Yeah, or they'll make a Naruto. I don't know, if they do Naruto or something, and you can never do that in VO3 because they don't want to get sued. But the Chinese ones just don't care for some reason. They feel safe, so you could go to Seed Dance and go to town. Now I don't know. I can't tell you legally what. If you want it, you cannot monetize those videos. You'll get in trouble. But if you wanted to make them for fun, Seed Dances, that's the go-to tool for that. All right. You know what? Let's do that next week. We'll do a Seed Dance video. How to make money with Seed Dance. That should be fun.
All right, we're gonna make some Naruto cartoons.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. the SpongeBob and the Naruto collab.
Other than our YouTube channel might get a copyright strike, but yeah.
Here, Jaguar, I'm gonna type it in the chat for you. Like seed, like I'm planting a seed in my garden. Just Google Seed Dance and it'll come up. You'll find it.
All right,
All
cool.
right.
Well, then with that, I think we're going to wrap it up, Nick. So we'll play out the final commercial and we'll head out of here, but we'll be back next week. And also make sure, subscribe down below. You'll see the red button. Subscribe to that if you haven't already. And then we have some really awesome training coming up on the channel as well. Nick has a video planned, I think. Is it planned for tomorrow, the next one? Or is it Friday? Friday morning, there's a really awesome training coming out. So I'd love for you to be able to see it. So subscribe to the channel. And on that note, Nick, thank you for your help. Everybody out there, thank you all for hanging out with us. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
You got to pick a commercial.
All right, let's play us out. Let's do
that we're releasing. I'd like to send you over 20 different playbooks, downloadable reports, presentations, and more free, all designed to help you start, build, and profit as an online entrepreneur. And they are all based on my $100 million in results across all of my online businesses. Because over the last 25 years, I have figured out what works, what didn't. But it took a lot of trial and error, a lot of painful lessons along the way. And I would like it so that you don't have to fumble around like I did over the years. Instead, I want to give it to you straight, the exact patterns, the exact steps that you need to follow to launch and explode your online empire this year and beyond. So whether you're just starting out or already have a business you want to grow, there is something for you, and it's totally free. So these playbooks, we release them each week, and a couple examples of them are already waiting for you in the vaults right now. These examples would be how I'm using Mr. Beast's leaked manual to blow up my own YouTube channel and make 6 figures from YouTube alone. Also, the next playbook is a simple content hack that made one guy over $1 million his first year. Also, another playbook is how one woman, she made $200,000 by borrowing traffic from other websites. Also, you'll see how to use an AI tool called Runway ML to generate AI ads that are 300% more profitable than traditional ads are. You'll also learn how to use Notebook LM, which is a different AI tool that Google puts out, and you'll see how to make tons of website traffic show up on your doorstep and explode your business. And then another example is our 5 profitable newsletter business ideas. So if you ever wanted to start an online newsletter or an email newsletter, you can start one in a single afternoon with this playbook. Those are just a few examples. There's tons of playbooks and other stuff, and we release more every single Friday. You will get another playbook that will cut right through the noise, will bring you a cutting edge, new marketing or business building strategy that will help you either get more traffic, get more money, or make your business bigger. And these are filled with growth hacks, the workflows, the ideas, the strategies and tactics that will help take you from a concept in your mind to cash flow coming into your pocket, and it'll do it fast. Now, over my $100 million that I've made across all of my different businesses, I know what works. And some of them were very painful and frustrating lessons to learn. And now, through Ingeniosity, it's totally free, and I want to share my knowledge with you so that you do not have to go through that. And I look forward to seeing you inside the Ingeniosity members area. Remember, it's free, and each resource is carefully researched, carefully curated, and we check it against all of my hard-won $100 million worth of experience and make sure it's something that is working now, today. By the way, all of it's indexed, cataloged, and roadmapped. You can log in and find these. You'll never be left in the dust again. Some of the other things that you'll get as an Ingeniosity free subscriber is you actually get to learn behind the scenes of what's going on in my own businesses so you can see what's working in them right now. So these are not just theories, things that I am doing in my businesses. You'll see real life business experiments and case studies that we're releasing. You'll get the practical blueprints, the growth hacks, everything you can deploy. It's like plug and play. You just take the training, implement it, and you can get results. So as a free Ingeniosity subscriber, you'll get all the practical cutting edge AI tactics that you can use right now in your business so you can participate in this AI revolution. It's all free. It's all right now waiting for you. Go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe. So go to that link that you see on the screen or down below in the comments, click it, and it's totally free. I'll see you over there.